Welcome to Bloom at the Yoga Garden. So thank you for joining me for this short class today. So we're thinking about our hips today. And again, our hips are an area where we can carry quite a bit of tension and emotion actually that we're not always aware of. So anyway, get yourself comfortable, lie down on your mat and we'll begin. And of course, as always, listen to your own body. Don't do anything that doesn't suit you. Be prepared to take a rest or leave a posture out if it doesn't suit you. So we're just going to take literally a few minutes, a couple of minutes to settle ourselves on the mat. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, arms slightly away from your body. Heels out to either edge of the mat and allow the toes to just fall away. Maybe allow your head to roll gently from side to side and then come to rest in the center of the back of your head. Stretch out the back of your neck, almost giving a wee tuck to your chin. Take a nice long, slow, deep inhale. Open your mouth wide and sigh it out. And then just return to your natural breath. And allow yourself to be aware, to sense that contact with the back of the body to the earth, to your mat, to the earth beneath. Feel a sense of being connected, being grounded, rooting down into the earth. As you let go, just let everything soften, release, relax. And just follow your breath for a few more rounds. Noticing how you're feeling, any little areas of tightness that you might be aware of now you've lain on your mat. Okay, so now bring your feet together. Take a big inhale and reach your arms up overhead. So as you reach your arms up, try not to let your shoulders come up. Keep your shoulders softening down, but straighten your arms if you can. Bring the backs of the hands to the floor. Maybe open and close your fingers. Open and close the toes. Just gently warming your body up before we begin the physical aspect of our practice. So try and be kind to yourself today. Don't do anything that you know doesn't suit you. So now, nice and slowly and gently, allow your arms to just drift back down. And now we're going to bring our knees in towards our chest. Give them a little squeeze in, a little rock from side to side. Maybe take your knees away and back again. And then straighten the left leg out along the floor. Hug the right knee in, hold onto the shins, soften your shoulders, big inhale. And exhale, bring your nose up towards your knee. So it doesn't have to touch your knee or anything like it. And then maybe take another big inhale, exhale, squeeze in a bit more, maybe leave go and see if your knee will stay there. Keep working into the heel of the left foot and leg. And then gently relax down again. And then just begin to do some nice big circles with that right knee. But really what we're talking about is, if you imagine the right hip is your baking bowl and the top of your femur is your wooden spoon or your spoon, and you're really beginning to soften up your mixture in that bowl to make it nice and smooth and creamy. getting any little lumpy bits out of it, any little bits, sticky bits, get them loosened. So change direction when you're ready, or maybe spend a little bit longer on any sticky bits. And then we're going to reach down, take hold of your ankle, your shin, your heel, wherever you can reach. And you can plant the left foot in the floor if you want to. Begin to take the sole of the right foot up towards the ceiling and encourage the right thigh down towards the right side of your chest. So you can straighten the left leg along the floor, or you can let it hover. Lots of options here. Just a few wee pulses. And again, you'll find it is so much, well, it's less strenuous if you keep the left leg bent. But it's your choice. And then gently release your right leg, bring it down onto the floor, and we'll do the same on the other side. So bring your left knee in, give it a wee squeeze in, work into the heel of the right foot and leg. Take a big inhale and exhale. Bring your nose towards your knee. Say only towards your knee. You don't have to touch your knee or anything like it. Soften your shoulders. Take another big inhale here and exhale, maybe release. See if your nails stay there. And then gently release down onto the mat. Take your left hand down, same thing again, your shin, your ankle, your heel, wherever you can reach, and begin to take the left foot up so that it's parallel to the ceiling. So we want the knee and the ankle to be in line with each other. And this leg can be straight or bent or hover, whatever feels best for you. So gently encouraging this left thigh down to the outside really of the left ribs. And just a few wee pulses, see how that feels. Then nice and gently release that foot, bring it down onto the floor. Bring the other foot in beside it, and then we're going to reach down. We're going to do full happy baby. So again, either hold on to your shins, the outside edges of your feet, the heels, wherever you can reach comfortably, and begin to take your feet up towards the ceiling. So knees are wide, knees and ankles in line with each other, feet pressing up towards the ceiling, and engage your core to encourage your sit bones down towards the end of your mat. So this is quite a strong pose if you're doing it properly. Inhale and exhale. And then nice and slowly and gently bring both knees in together. Plant the left foot in the floor. This time we're going to reach down and take hold of, maybe you can take hold of the big toe of the right foot with the first finger and thumb, and then begin to take it out to the right. So don't worry if your leg doesn't straighten to begin with. Bend, straighten it a few times. And if that feels okay, maybe you'll straighten the right leg along the floor. But you don't have to do that. So try and keep the left hip anchored on the floor. So if your left hip's lifting up, you've gone too far. Bring yourself back and just go to wherever feels right for you. So we're heading towards the right shoulder rather than anything else. Bend your leg, bring it back in again, and we'll do the other side. So you can keep the right foot on the floor if you want to, left leg in, maybe take hold. This, of course, this is where you can use a belt, put a belt around your foot and begin to take it out to the side. And you can straighten this leg along the floor if you want to. And again, bring it in and straighten it a few times. Plant your right hand on the right thigh to make sure it stays where it should be. Work into the heel of the right foot and leg, so you don't have to go too far. One more breath here. And gently bring it back in. Plant both feet in the floor. Then we're going to swing over or roll over onto one side. Bring yourself up into a tabletop position. So knees are below your hips, wrists are below your shoulders, more or less. Actively pressing the floor away and pressing into the pads of all the fingers. Reach back with the right foot and leg, toes pointing down towards the floor. Check your hips are nice and straight, nice and level. And then just a few wee pulses with that right thigh. And then take your leg out to the right and across. Out to the right and back. One more. Out to the right and back. And we'll swap sides. Left leg back. Check your position. Toes down to the floor. A few wee pulses. Then out to the left and back. Out to the left and back. Try not to collapse into the right side when you do this. Out to the left and back. Bring that knee down again. And now we're going to tuck our toes under and bring ourselves up into downward facing dog. So give your dog a little walk. And then we're going to lift our right foot and leg up. Step through. Bring the left knee to the floor. Look forward, so we're in a low lunge. And you want to have enough of a slope in that back leg so you feel a little bit of a stretch, the tops of the thighs. And maybe, see how it feels, begin to walk the right foot out. So maybe the toes are off the mat and the heel's on the mat. So we're in a lizard variation. Maybe walk the back toe, the back heel back. Start again. The back knee back a little bit. Check your back foot's nice and straight and bring your heart forward. Lift your heart up. Navel back towards your spine. One more breath here. And then tuck your toes under, back into downward facing dog. And you'll do the other side. So take the weight into your right foot and leg. Left leg up, step it through. Right knee to the floor, slide it back a little bit. Look forward. And then bring your left hand in, heel toe that left foot out. So maybe the toes are off the mat and the heel on the mat. And allow your left hip to roll out to the side. Lift your heart up. Bring your heart through. Smile. Feel good. Breathe. So if you're feeling it here, that's perfectly okay. Send your breath to that area to help it. Check the back foot's nice and straight. One more breath here. Heel toe that foot in. Tuck the toes of the back foot under. And this time we're going to spring through and meet me in Uttanasana. So knees are bent really deeply. The crown of your head coming down towards the floor. And feel your lengthening through the back of the body. So maybe step your feet slightly further apart. And then we're going to plant the right hand. Keep the left leg bent, plant the left hand. Keep the left leg bent deeply. And inhale, reach up with the right hand and maybe straighten the right leg. And exhale down, both knees bent. Plant the right hand. Inhale up with the left, maybe straighten the left leg. And look up, one more each side. Plant the left hand, right leg straightens, right arm up and down. Plant the right hand, left leg, arm up, left leg straightens and bring it down. So now we're going to press really firmly into all four corners of your feet and unroll nice and slowly. Keep your chin tucked in to last minute. And we're up to stand. Swing your arms out. Look up. Feel good to be alive. And gently draw your hands down through the centre of your head, to the centre of your body, to your heart centre. And just breathe. Then release your hands and bring yourself so that you're facing the long edge of your mat. So we're going to step our feet really as wide apart as is comfortable for you. And that's going to be different for us all. So we're going to do another forward fold, but this time our legs are wide apart because we've been thinking about stretching and widening all down here. So bring your hands onto your hips or onto your waist, whichever you prefer. And of course, bend your knees if you need to. Same time, use, if you happen to have a couple of bricks or a stool, anything at all that you can use to bring the floor up a wee bit closer to you, so that you have something that you can bring your hands down onto. So we want both feet, if I get mine level, both feet to be more or less level, toes turning in ever so slightly, heels out a little bit. And then we're going to begin to fold forward from the hips. Shoulders rolling back, so lead with your heart centre. Don't be in a hurry to get your head down. So stop whenever you begin to feel the stretch in your hamstrings, and just how we pause here. And then maybe bring your hands to your blocks, your bricks, wherever you need them, whatever height you need them at, or maybe to the floor. And again, just wait. And then let your head go. The crown of your head coming down towards the floor. Shoulders soft. And this is maybe where you're going to stay. But if you want to, maybe you'll begin to walk your hands back towards the arches, so elbows are bent, or just stay where you are. Inhale and exhale. So if you have your hands back, begin to walk them forward again. And then you can heel toe your feet in a little bit if you need to, or bend your knees, bring your hands to your waist or the tops of your thighs. And nice and slowly make your way up again. Heel toe your feet in a little bit, but this time we're going to have our feet facing out, and we're going to bend our knees deeply, knees heading towards the baby toe side of the feet, and sit down into goddess pose. So sacrum's going to the floor, pubic bones lifting up. Keep your hands to the insides of your thighs if you need to. Maybe come into cactus arms. Breathe and smile. Inhale up. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. Inhale up. Exhale, sit a little bit lower. One more big inhale here. One more breath here. And then bring your hands down to the insides of your legs if you want to. Heel toe your feet in another little bit. Bring your hands to your heart centre, and maybe you'll be able to sink down into Malasana. Now if your heels are off the floor, bring your hands down, don't worry about that. And wherever you are, we're just going to have a little rock from side to side. Just giving our hips another little massage, and then maybe you'll come to your static Malasana with your hands the inside of your... Don't worry about doing this if your heels are off the floor, it'd be too difficult. One more breath here. And then bring your hands down onto the floor and lower yourself down onto your mat. Turn so you're facing the short edge of your mat again. And nice and slowly and with control, unroll down onto your mat. Bring your knees into your chest. We rock from side to side. Plant the left foot, cross the right foot, right leg over the left. Take your arms out, big inhale. Exhale, drop both knees down towards the left. Turn your head and look right. Try and keep your right shoulder nestled down onto the mat if you can. So if it's up, bring yourself back. So it's just a nice little, it's always nice to sort of do something like this after you've done all that wide-legged stuff. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Undo the right leg, swap sides, cross the left leg over, tuck the toes if you want to, and take the knees down towards the right. And again, keep that left shoulder nestled down this time. One more breath. Inhale back to center. Undo the cross of your legs. So maybe keep your knees bent, feet out the width of your mat, and just bring your right hand onto your tummy, your left hand onto your heart center. Allow the knees to knock in. Take a nice long, slow, deep inhale. And a nice, soft, whispery exhale. And just bring yourself back again to that sensation of being connected to your mat, to the earth. Breathing in. I know Mother Earth is in me. Breathing out. I know I am in Mother Earth. Be aware of any sensations arising in the back of the body, soles of the feet, back of the head. And just allow yourself to completely relax and let go. Sink down into your mat, knowing you are completely safe and secure. So thank you so much for joining me for this short practice today. Stay here for as long as you can or as long as you feel you need to. Otherwise, bring your hands together at your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this short practice.